Welcome to Unity of Calgary on this beautiful, sunny Sunday, August 10th. It's the perfect day for flying a kite, so I'm told. And while everyone's getting settled in, we're just going to start out with, originally I was told it was a Led Zeppelin song, but apparently, I'm looking through the credits here, it was written by a guy named Anthony Burbage. Yes. Song called You Are Welcome Here. You might know the words, and if you do, you can sing along, and if not, like I say, this is just your opportunity to settle in and get comfy and turn the ringer down on your cell phone, and as they say in the biz, chill. It's time to chill. Mm-hmm. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and lay all your fears and all your doubts aside, and let go of all the hurt you hold inside. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and receive the love of all who've gathered round. You are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. For who'd have known that who you are is enough? Who'd have known that you could be so loved? Well, we knew, now you know. Yes, we knew, now you know. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Let's open up our heart. Let's open up our heart. All right. Well, I think that Anthony Burbage guy must know what he's doing. That's a pretty good song. And now the first congregation song, coincidentally, is called Return to Love, and it happens to be the very words that are popping up on the screens here. I mean, talk about serendipity. I mean, that is just, like, how does that happen?
Yeah. All right, everybody, stand on up. Come on now. Unless, of course, it's really uncomfortable too. So,
So we were kind of thinking we might do this as a polka, but then common sense took over. Whenever I'm burdened by the pressures of the world, I return to love. Whenever It's always better with a yeehaw. I don't know what it is. Yeehaw just works. It's the best word in the English alphabet. I don't know. Is it actually 2 words? And then just before we turn things over to the adults, we're going to do a song called Thank You for This Day. And we're going to do it in a way that could actually get us into trouble.
Little CC Top.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're on. All right. Welcome to our Sunday experience with Unity of Calgary. My name is Tina Thrussell, and I am delighted to be your experience guide this evening. To everyone who's been here before, welcome back. To the new faces, thank you for being here for the first time. We are so glad you chose to join us. And know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are always welcome here at Unity of Calgary. And we'd like to welcome you with our prayer for protection. So if everyone could say this with me: the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Indeed, all is well. And we take a moment to just affirm that. We affirm that as we become aware of ourselves, of the love that lies all around us, the love that lies within us, we know that we are divine beings in our true nature. Whatever behaviors, thoughts, stuff that gets in the way of remembering that, we just choose to let that all go and settle into being in that place of awareness of the love that we truly are. And we have developed an affirmation for Unity of Calgary. And so we can say together, Unity of Calgary is committed to life in the vibration of love. And I too am committed to living in the love vibration. And now you have the opportunity to put into practice that commitment by truly going within and feeling that love light energy that is within every fiber of your being. That love that resides in your heart and in every cell of your body. Perhaps you'd like to close your eyes and settle in, feel your hand on your heart. Let it feel that beat of love that is there, always and forever, even if we sometimes don't feel it. But I invite you to really hone in and tune into that feeling and really feel it. Feel it fill your heart. And with every in-breath, it's like drawing in that love light energy that is all around us, fanning that flame of your heart. And as you exhale, just let go. Release. And as we focus on that love, we'd like to emanate it into the world. And we know that intention is powerful. So if we intend to carry our love into the world on the sound of ah, which is the sound of the heart, then we know that we can fill this space for those who will be here after us. We know that we can fill this community that this building sits in, this city, our province, our country, and in fact, fill the world. So together, we'll take a big breath in and tone to emanate that love. And again. Feeling it fill yourself even more with that breath. Once more with a very strong intention that it emanates throughout the entire world. And as it fills the world, it cycles back and fills you up again with your in-breath. For we are indeed the vibration of love. And we emanate this at every opportunity that we can be consciously aware of that divine love. And now I will invite Wanda Wally to come up and read today's daily word, which is resilient.
Okay, I'm here. Today's word is resilient, courageous and strong. I am resilient. Everyone who gets knocked down from time to time has a choice whether to give up or get up. Getting up and gathering the strength and desire to try again is resilience. Spiritual living helps me build it. Claiming divine ideas in prayer, engaging the power of my imagination to envision my success, and using my wisdom and will to discern the best way forward and choose it all help me be resilient in the face of defeat or discouragement. Through the power of the Christ within, I am willing to keep trying until I succeed. I understand setbacks happen to everyone. I do not let them deter me or take a failed effort personally. I am strong and capable of doing what I set my mind to do. I am resilient. Keep alert, stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Thank you.
Gee, when I said it there, I never thought about anybody else coming up. Oh, it's my stage. It's all mine. Oh, dear. Okay, thank you very much, Wanda. We appreciate that. And indeed, we are all resilient, aren't we? Yeah. So, speaking of resilient, our own Cecil Wantner is resilient, even though he can't be here with us. He does continue to prepare the Unity moments. So we're grateful for our historian, and we're grateful to Claude for being willing to deliver Cecil's messages.
Thank you, Tina. Cecil is a very close friend of mine, and we get together once a week for 2 hours. We talk about Unity stuff and what makes us be the best that we can. Anyway, he's put this together for all of you, all of us, and I will read it. The will may be said to be the man, because it is directive power that determines character formation. When man wills the will of God to be done, he forms a spiritual character. The use of the regenerate will is for the sole purpose of spiritual unfoldment. When the will of man adheres to wisdom faithfully and carries out in its work the plans that are idealized by wisdom, it creates in man a consciousness of harmony and peace. Spirit breathes into such an individual continually the necessary inspiration and knowledge to give him superior understanding. And these are the words of Charles Fillmore. Thank you.
And for anyone who's not aware, Charles Fillmore was one of the co-founders of the Unity movement. He and his wife Myrtle made Unity happen way back in the 1800s, and their timeless messages are really that, very timeless. So I think I'll call Cecil this week and thank him for the Unity moment. How many of you would like me to express your gratitude as well? Yeah? All right, thank you. Okay, now we're going to look at some pure love with a solo from our own musician and stand-in music leader, Doug Warren.
All right. So this next song was actually written by a guy named Doug Warren. Go figure. And it's kind of a blues song, but not really. It's more like blues format, but it's not blues lyrics. So I was trying to figure out what we should call it, and I think I'm going to call it an ultraviolet song. So here we go, some ultraviolet blues. Open my heart, I open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. I sit in silence and breathe the sacred air. I feel the joyful presence of pure love everywhere. I softly close my eyes as the world slows down. We are all connected with our feet upon the ground. Open my heart, I open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. Love, love, love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. There comes a moment when my soul is free. There are no limits, there are no boundaries. Just like a sunrise shining in my mind, I see the glow of peace illuminating all mankind. Open my heart, I open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, open my heart to pure, pure love. You can sing along. Open my heart, open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love. Open my heart, I open my heart, I open my heart to pure, pure love, pure, pure love, pure, pure love, pure, pure love. All right. Some of them, they're ultraviolet blues.
Well, that's very creative. Ultraviolet blues. Love it.
It looked good on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Doug. That's a great song. And now it's time for our guest speaker. Dwayne Klassen is going to present the Divine Detour. When life feels hard, you are on the hero's journey. How many of you are familiar with Joseph Campbell? He wrote The Hero's Journey, yes, and heaven knows, most of us go through the hero's journey many times in our lifetime. Dwayne is very familiar with their hero's journey. I've had the privilege of getting to know him a little better over these last couple of years, and yeah, it's been pretty interesting and pretty exciting to hear some of the stories of his hero's journeys. He is an internationally recognized men's and relationship coach, an author, and a speaker dedicated to helping humanity I rented some lips today. I think I should get a refund. Dedicated to helping humanity unleash what's remarkable within. Known as the coach for remarkable men, Dwayne combines wisdom, humor, and life-changing insights to inspire men and women to step into their authentic power. He is the creator of the Remarkable Man Coaching Program, the Remarkable Man Project, and the Remarkable Man Relationships Coaching Program for singles and couples. It's designed to foster deep connection, trust, and lasting love. You would think that we took his program, right? We've been around 40 years, as some of you know, but we renewed our vows a few weeks ago. Through his coaching, books, talks, and programs, Dwayne is passionate about igniting what's remarkable within. When we can create a remarkable world. So let's give Dwayne a remarkable welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, everyone. I am so honored and blessed to be here again. It feels like speaking to a group full of friends. I bring my own stage, so I'm not on here. And I'm so grateful that the mic wasn't turned on while we were singing. This truly is about the Divine Detour. I mean, I wanted to do this talk simply because of what was coming from both my clients and what I was gleaning that was happening around the world. People are feeling more lost, more confused, more frustrated as to what's happening in their lives than ever before. Let me ask you, how many of you were absolutely sure you were on the perfect path, everything was going great, only to have it all unfold? Yeah. A couple of years ago, I had an opportunity to go on a divine adventure. And that adventure took me to Europe. And actually, I was gone for a year. It started off amazing. I was in London. And I was only going to be in London for 4 days. But I fell in love with London. And I was doing this trip as a way of just exploring the world. No agenda, no timeline, just go. And it was great. First month, awesome. Month and a half in, I'm having the time of my life. Amazing experiences. And then I decide, you know what? I am going to go up to Edinburgh in Scotland. And I'm a train fanatic. Love trains. So there's this iconic train that goes from Edinburgh up to Aberdeen. So I go up to Aberdeen. I'm on the train. I do all my train things. And I stay the night in Aberdeen. And I come back. And I'm going to stay the night in Edinburgh, and I'm going to come back to London. And on the train, I get a beep on my phone. I check it out. And it's the Toronto Dominion Bank. And they flagged me. And I'm going, okay, what's this? And I can't reach them. I have to somehow get back to Edinburgh and find out what's going on. So I'm a little concerned. And I get back. I finally be able to call the 1-800 number, and my account has been frozen. Not just my account, but my credit cards too, because of an erroneous charge that happened in Edinburgh. But they didn't just erroneously charge. They thought it was a theft of the card that was duplicated. So they could not just go, oh, it's a fraud thing, and we're just going to let it go. It'll be fine in 24 hours. No. They had to send me a new card in 3 weeks. And I'm going, well, give me access. Do something. What's going on? And and wouldn't you know it, it's late Friday night on a long weekend. And so I can't get anywhere. And in Edinburgh, at this time, is the Fringe Festival. Consider it Stampede, as their version. Nothing is available. And I go to the hotel that I had a reservation in, but it wasn't paid already. It was just a reservation. And they couldn't let me stay. They had so many people that they had to turn away. They said, oh, Mr. Klassen, we're so sorry. But, so what am I doing? And there's a hostel down. And I went everywhere. Couldn't find a place. I'm now at the train station. And I'm going, okay, what do you got for me? And I end up staying the night at the train station. and they were so good to me. Canadian, fish out of water. It was awesome. Well, I thought that everything would be great by Monday. Nope. The hero's journey was just about to start. My friends, I ended up becoming homeless for 10 days in Edinburgh. Yeah, I had no access to anything. Spirit brought me the moving parts, brought me the angels, but I went to a place I never thought in a million years I would get to. And I'm going to conclude that story at the end. As the hero's journey is such where it is going to challenge you just when you think you've got it right, just when you think everything is coming together. It's not. It's usually just the beginning. Now, we think of the hero's journey, we think, wow, it's kind of a romantic notion, the hero's journey, and the divine detour, it's like, okay. And as Tina said, it's Joseph Campbell. I mean, he coined that phrase because in his research, he started noticing all the great books, all the great stories were formulaic. There was a process to it. And our pop culture, our media, follow this process. So every movie that you go see, every one-hour adventure show follows this formula because it truly is the hero's journey in all of our lives. And for most of us, when we go on the grand adventure, we think it's like, oh, it's volunteer, I got tickets, it's going to be great. But the hero's journey is never really like that. It's usually not something you're moving towards. It's something you're being pulled out of. It could be a divorce. It could be a health scare. It could be something that you never saw in a million years. But there it is. You're literally forced to go on this journey, to become, to find something about yourself that you never thought was possible. And on this journey, we are going to experience 5 different phases of this journey. And the first phase is the call to adventure. It's interesting it's called that, but it might sound interesting at the beginning, but it's not. And so I want you to consider what adventure you're on right now, from a standpoint where you are truly being tested right now. This might be just the beginning, the call to it. You might be somewhere in the middle of it. Maybe you're coming out the other side. But the journey of the hero is that call to adventure. And from a unity standpoint, this is if God is in everything, right? God is in everything. So it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And for most people, oh, it sounds so spiritual, but the ego, no. Happening for me, really? Do you see what I'm dealing with? How is that happening for me? So we can have that existential crisis sometimes where it is just, no, I can't do this anymore. This is just ridiculous. Why is this happening to me? And typically when we're in that ego place, we've brought in the victim consciousness as well. And this is where we're really becoming tested. Because the next test that we'll actually come into is the crossing of the threshold, where there's no turning back. You're in it. You're done. You can sort of see where you were, but you know that from this point on, I surrender to it. I'm gonna do this, however this looks. And when I say it's formulaic, you can look at how many remember Neo in the Matrix? Perfect example. Normal life, everything is going according to his world, and then he's shaken up a little bit. And Morpheus is calling him, one of his heroes in the underground, like, is it really real? And Morpheus and Trinity are calling him into an adventure. And he kind of, That's kind of hocus pocus. But then it actually happens. And now he's in it. And once you take the pill, the red pill, that's it. There's no going back. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, another great example of the hero's journey. Once you know, you can't go back. And that brings us to the third stage. And that is where we bring on the mentor. This is the teacher. This is the tests. And there's also the tormentors. So a lot of times we will go, oh, I hired a coach, or I'm in Unity. Therefore, I have all the answers. Everything's great. Everything's going to change now. I'm just going to follow these principles, follow these practices. Yep, it's going to go. And it doesn't go so well. Wait a minute. I thought that was supposed to be just like things are going to change. And it doesn't. In fact, it starts to get worse. Even though you have a mentor, even though you have people in your sphere that are saying, hey, you know what? Why don't you try this? Or why don't you do this? Or I know someone that did this. And you go, that's great. And this is why people like Anthony Robbins, biggest coach on the planet, millions of people have gone through his program. And yet, only 10% have ever followed through of the entire programs he does to a point where Anthony Robbins made me a multimillionaire. Anthony Robbins made me this huge success, allowed me to be all I could be. Only 10%, the best coach on the planet, has a 10% success rate. And so this is our ego. This is us getting in our own way, saying, I am so afraid of what's possible. God is just endowing us with all the gifts we possibly could have. But we also have free will. And a lot of times our free will is just getting in the way. And in time and space, there's really no hurry-worry. And that's the challenge. We think we have an infinite amount of time in this earth plane of existence. But we are called. Source is calling us every day, my friends, to step boldly into our power. But we're so afraid. I get into that space. And when I was in Edinburgh, I got to a point where I was crying in the rain. Like I was on a park bench, and surely there's got to be more than this. And Source didn't go, Dwayne, here's your bank account's open, and there's a beautiful hotel you can stay in. No. What I did find was this little alcove next to this. Anybody been to Edinburgh? There's a train station, and in Europe, train stations are like the center of every major city, just the center hub. But next to this train, the train station, is a mall, and it's very different than our malls. And the train station's in a quarry, and so there's beautiful gardens over here, and the train station here, and a main road similar to like Stephen Avenue. It's a pedestrian street loaded with people, and there's this little alcove, like a side entrance, and there's no one there. And you kind of go down and to the left, and then there's these doors, glass doors that open up, and marble on each side. And I go, well, that looks like a great shelter from the rain. And I go, and I'm there, and not a single homeless person or ne'er-do-well or whatever found me. And then this one day, I'm there, I'm praying. I'm going, God, come on, like let this change, let this happen. And he goes, no, I don't want you. And I could reach out. I could reach out to anybody. I could say, hey, I'm in Edinburgh. Can you send me some cash? Can anybody? And I got no. See this through. Are you kidding me? No. But there it was. See this through. And that night, I heard like at 3 a.m. And there was a gentleman there. And he goes, hey, Mike, I'm really sorry. Didn't mean to disturb you. And he became my angel. And he was homeless. He was from London, and he was homeless. But he was very dapper, very well dressed, leather jacket, slick black hair. And from Canada. And I went, yeah. And he goes, oh, mate, it's going to be great. This is going to be good. So he takes me under his wing and says, you don't want to hang out with the people that look like they're on the street. And he goes, you always stay clean, always look sharp, and I'll show you where you could do all that. And he goes, you hungry? And I go, yeah, I'm getting there. Comes back with a bounty full of like sandwiches and all kinds of things. Where did you get this? And I got to learn, I met another woman, and she was a circuit court judge from London, and she was homeless because she tried a major mob trial, and they had killed her daughter, and they were going to go after the rest of her family, and her husband divorced her. They had to, and so she had to pull herself out of that world just to save the rest of her family, or they would come after her. Drinking, she was just really drinking, and she goes, Dwayne, I'm dying, but I know you came into my life for a reason, and I don't have much for this world, but I've been on the streets for 2 years, and I never knew this place existed. And the place I was staying in, this little alcove. Now, when you're at the third stage, you start going, okay, what's going to come next? So God's bringing me these little mentors. And once we get to this place, the ordeal now kicks in. This is our fourth phase, ordeal. Just when we think everything's getting better, now it's a whole lot worse. And how does it extrapolate to your life? What did you think you were just popping out of, only to have it get even worse? So I'm in that space, and I need to eat. I need to get something done. And he goes, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get your Canadian passport. You're going to get yourself all looking good, and you see that group of 4 women that are tourists? Edinburgh's just like everywhere. There's tourists everywhere. And he goes, that's what you do. You go up to them and say, listen, can you help me out? I'm just looking for a little bit of food, and you're good looking. I'm going, you want me to panhandle? Mate, it's not like that. It's not like that. And you go, watch what happens. And he goes, this is why you do 4. Because you're good looking, you say, I'm from Canada, things have gone side, because be in your truth. Just be in your truth. Tell them what's going on. Can you help me out? And then they're, oh, well, I can give you 10 pounds. And then they'll all give you 10 pounds. And all of a sudden, I've got 40 pounds. I'm going, oh, this is a new one. Okay, but thank you. And as I'm going through this process, this ordeal has started to sink in that, okay, how long is this supposed to go? And in the final day, this is the 5th stage of the hero's journey. As I'm sleeping, I got this amazing sleeping bag that was given to me, brand new, and I'm up against the glass door. And it's getting cold in Edinburgh now. We're late September. And there's a grate with a carpet over top. And anything drains, but there's a warm breeze coming up from the mall. And I'm there, I'm like this, and I could see my reflection. And I start crying. And God, this has got to change. You got to help me out. This is not who I am. Why? Why do you want me here? And in the most profound way, and I've been on a spiritual journey for most of my adult life. And I've always wondered what the voice sounded like. I hear about it in the movies. I hear some people, oh, God spoke to me. But it wasn't a booming voice. It wasn't the voice of the omnipresent. It was my voice in the most serene, present, and focused way. It said, Dwayne, can you love me in this place? Can you love yourself in this place? And I was lost it. And I'm just like, oh, and I'm protected. I pull it over because I still have a little bit of pride. And I'm like, yes, I love myself and I love you. I love myself. And I hadn't said that in a long time to the depths that I was saying it. And V, the judge, she said, Dwayne, if you ever leave, and I'm unconscious, you have this amazing blanket. If you ever leave this place and I don't know, I don't recognize it, give me your blanket when you leave. I would love your blanket. And I said, yes, I will do that to you. Do that for you. That morning, 6 a.m., I got on my phone. I look at it, and it's Santander Bank. Santander is the big bank in the UK. And they have a connection with TD. TD had sent my cards to their branch. And oh my God. And not only that, my account was free. But not only that, a brand new client had just deposited a large sum of money into my account to start our coaching. So not only was I free, I was really free. And I'm looking at this and I start to tear up. And I look over at V, and I can get on a train. I can get to London. I can go have a shower. And I take my blanket and I cover her and make sure she's comfortable. And she stirs and she pulls it and she goes, oh, Canada. They called me Canada. They didn't call me Dwayne. They called me Canada. She goes, you're free. You're free. Oh my God. And so I was not able to say goodbye to Sean. I never saw him on that day. I actually stayed an extra day and I searched everywhere for him because he truly was an angel. He showed me all sorts of amazing experiences. So the hero's journey shows up in so many different ways, and I'm still on a journey. But we're here to be shown something truly beautiful that's within us. It's never going to come outside of you, ever. And that's the challenge in this human condition, that once I have this, then everything will be okay. Once I have that many commas in my bank account, then I'll be okay. Once I have this car, once my health is okay, once I have the great relationship, or once our marriage is back together, or once I have a better relationship with my kids. My friends, it's never going to come from outside. And this is why it's called the Divine Detour, because divinity is trying to get you to look at something with new eyes and go from here to here. Just feel into it. What does this mean? Why am I going through this? Why does it hurt so much? And be okay with that. Like, what? Ask that question. God, why does it hurt so much? Why am I taking on this level of pain? See what happens. Now, my heart goes out to any one of you that is really knee-deep in your hero's journey. But it's just a reframe. Ask better questions. And once you have that reframe, things can change. And you too can feel that sense of freedom that's in every one of us.
So I believe it is time for our meditation. And Dwayne, were you going to be doing the oration on the meditation? So I'm just leading you in. Okay. If you like to connect with hearts that care, just breathe. Feel love. If you like to connect with hearts that care, just if you like to connect with hearts that care, just
Guided meditation, just to bring home the idea of the divine detour, just to bring it more into your world. I want you to take a few clearing breaths. Just get into center. Is there any tension that you're feeling? Just localize it. Just let it go. Just allow it to be transmuted. And with every inhale, just imagine that beautiful golden white energy is coming in and transmuting any of that lower energy. Anything that's not serving you right now. And just feel really good in this space. And as you do, I want you to envision that your higher self is just slowly popping out the front of you and is floating up with a gossamer thread attached to you. And it's floating up, about 10 feet out and 10 feet up, just floating. And your higher self does a 180, turns around and looks down at you, sees you sitting in the chair you're sitting at. Perhaps even your awareness opens up and you see all the others gathered in this room. You take your higher self and maybe just kind of glance over to another person's higher self. Just acknowledge them. As your higher self now is the observer, seeing you sitting there, calm, serene. Your higher self is seeing you experiencing your divine detour. And in the body that you're at now, I want you to feel what you're feeling if you are on your hero's journey right now. And as the observer self, what thoughts is the observer seeing? Just see them in thought clouds, just popping up. Is it, I'm not good enough? I'm not worthy. This is painful. This hurts. I wish this would change. Just see all those thought pops coming out and observing. Let them come without judgment. None of them are wrong. They are just what they are. They are thoughts. Switch to your higher self and just experience that gossamer thread as a conduit of compassion and power. Love is coming back to you. Just beaming it to you. And you start to feel this inner awareness, this inner strength, this inner knowing. Those thoughts start to dissipate. And your higher self starts to see you transform. Transforming to the divine noble warrior that you are. The divine queen. The divine king. Notice how you look so different in your divinity. This is who your higher self sees all the time. Now, you might be clothed in an amazing medieval outfit. Maybe it's kind of like a knight in shining armor. Maybe you've got a broadsword. Maybe it's just beautiful light energy. Whatever it is, this is who you are on the journey. This is you on your divine detour. There's nothing frail about you. There's nothing small about you. There's nothing weak about you. You are the power. And your higher self is gleaming, just so proud of you, sees you for who you truly are. And your higher self's kind of got some ownership, and he's looking to all the other selves, higher selves, and going, yeah, that's me. That's me right there. Damn, pretty handsome. Damn, pretty. Damn, I am beautiful. I've got what it takes. And whatever I'm going through, God has endowed me with whatever I need to get through it. This is my journey. And I'm always protected. I'm always looked after. And I can take anything on. And notice the thought clouds that are coming out now. Beautiful. Strength. Possibility. Infinite intelligence. Joy. Heart-centered. This is who you are. Love. And just as your higher self, as the observer self, see that love radiating from you. Just beaming out. And you're seeing this entire room filled with all those amazing souls beaming out this love. Your higher self couldn't be more prideful, joyful, and connected to you. breath and see your higher self descending, coming closer to you. Excited, feeling hopeful, powerful, and connected. Feel it integrate into your body. This is who you are. Anything outside of you is illusion. Everything that's going on within, this is your truth. The Divine Detour has nothing on you. You're well equipped. You've got this. Take a deep breath. Exhale deeply. Start to feel the room again. Feel the back of your chair, your feet on the ground. Another deep breath. And return when you're ready.
If you like to connect with hearts that care, just that care, just breathe. With hearts that care, just And now, in keeping with that glimpse of your beautiful inner self, the next song is called Beautiful. Take a moment to feel your breath. Feel your spirit come alive. Ooh, alive. Feel the energy rising up inside. Strong from light, shining oh so bright. You're beautiful. Take a moment to touch your dreams. Ooh, yeah. Hold that image in your mind. That shining vision of all you hope to see, dawning like a new sunrise. And with your inner light shining oh so bright, you're beautiful. With your inner light shining oh so bright, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're
You are all beautiful, our beautiful Unity band. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. And Dwayne's talk was beautiful, as was that meditation. I don't know about all of you, but I was like yawning through crazy through it all. And for me, that's a sign of processing. So something was happening during that meditation, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I think we can all relate to that hero's journey. And it was wonderful to have those 5 steps laid out so clearly. It was like, oh, that's where I'm at. Okay, I know what I need to do next. So that was really, really good. So now, in that place of feeling grateful for the beautiful messages and for the beautiful music, we have this opportunity to say thank you through our love offerings. We have an opportunity to help to keep this community vibrant, to continue to bring speakers in, to continue to have this beautiful music, to keep uplifting our spirits. And so, of course, there are all these ways to donate. The Heart Bowl is somewhere. Is somebody passing the Heart Bowl today?
Bob?
Nope.
It's on the side there.
Where is it?
It's on the little table.
Oh, it's on the little table there. Are we going to pass the Heart Bowl, please?
There we go.
Somebody was still off in La La
I
Land.
think he was floating on the journey still.
Still, yeah, floating on the journey. So you can also donate through an e-transfer at donate@unityofcalgary.org. Just put donation in the comment line, your name. You can mail a check the good old-fashioned way, although it'll be a while before we get to it because we're not there right now. And let's just sing our love offering song together. I invite you to stand, and we raise our voices and our hearts in gratitude.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. I let go of all my troubles and worries, and new abundance always comes my way. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I've come here to remember who I am and who I've always been. And I give with a wide open heart. I know this home will always be there for me. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart.
I invite you to affirm together our abundance affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you.
Thank you, Claude. And I'm just going to ask for everyone to take just a quiet moment to bring your awareness to the prayer box that's at the back of the room. Feel free to have a seat. And take the opportunity to surrender into prayer any circumstance, situation, person, including yourself, that you would like to affirm being in a beautiful space. The word beautiful. And we will also hold in love other communities in Canada. This month, it's Unity Centre of Montreal and Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. And if there's anybody's name you want to add to the prayer box, which will be held in prayer, then place them in the box. Yes, Brenda. Oh, Sophie? Sophie? Oh. Shirley/Sophie? Ah, okay, all right. Well, everybody hold Sophie in prayer that she heals up beautifully and is able to return to our community. That would be wonderful. And of course, you can call the prayer line, 1-800-NOW-PRAY. It's a beautiful 24/7 service, and their prayer persons that sit on the phone are really, really gifted. They do a wonderful job. I've called them many times myself. So, community news. Next week is our own Bob Elwood speaking, and his topic is Why Thy Will. I have two wills. My human will, which is aligned with my ego, yes, we heard about that, and focuses on the physical world, our physical body, governed by our intellect. There's also a divine will, which is aligned with my spirit and focuses on my non-physical internal state of being governed by the heart. You too have two wills, and in this talk, we'll explore why following thy will, which is divine will, is the better way to go. And just drawing attention to August 31st, when we have our beautiful music experience where there's no guest speaker, very little talking. It will be Doug Warren and True Guy Starhorse. Please invite all your friends to come out for that August 31st evening. It will be spectacular. And there is a potluck prior to that Sunday experience. So everyone's welcome to bring a dish and enjoy some conversations.
Yes, indeed. In fact, if you look and you see an empty seat beside you, that's the spot we're saving for the person you're going to invite.
Very good. Yes, yes, indeed. Oh, okay, marvelous. So it is the time where we're going to release and let go.
We are.
Actually, no, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're releasing. We're gonna do the disco version of it too. Which is so everybody has to get up and shake their booties. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. 'Cause I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. All right, now let's really hear it. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, we are. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. All right, let's hear it one big time. Release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. All right. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. What am I here for? I'm only here for God. One more time. Only here for God. All right.
I'm going, no, we don't have time for our last song, but how do you give that up? So thank you all for joining in on that. And I invite everyone to come up to the front of the room. We'll make a nice big circle and we'll release and let go of the evening, but not the messages and the beautiful information and music that we're taking away in our spirit. So again, thank you, Dwayne Klassen. Thank you for the meditation, for the talk, and thank you, band. Take it away.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yeah.